In the days leading up to my top surgery, people kept asking me things like, are you scared? Are you nervous? Are you worried about recovery? Are you worried about the anesthesia? And I can see why they would ask that. I get it, because thinking about it, I knew there was some risk involved and that recovery would not be easy. I knew all of it in my mind, but in reality, the only thing I was scared of, and this is so silly, was the IV. Just because I hate needles and I have a tendency to pass out when they take my blood, I was just dreading the IV. But I was so ready that day. I remember the anesthesiologist, he introduced himself when they had the IV in me. Then later he started a sedative drip to help me relax, and then they wheeled me to the OR. He held a mask above my face, maybe a few feet away. Then he asked, are you from San Antonio? I remember answering, no, I was born in Austin. And then I woke up. A nurse was already at my bedside, and she helped me up. I was still kind of coming to, so I can't even remember getting from the surgeon's office to the car. I'm pretty sure I took a selfie for my Instagram story on the way home, but I can't remember what me and my mom talked about in the car. Back in the apartment, we had my bed already set up with pillows, a side table loaded with snacks, water, protein shakes, everything. I slept a lot that next week. Drank lots of protein shakes, took all my vitamins and medication, pain pills when I needed them. The only thing I couldn't really do by myself was the surgical drains. My mom took care of me, and she even did those. They were pretty nasty, these long tubes sticking out of my sides just under my shoulder blades with little reservoirs at the end, collecting fluid so it wouldn't build up in my chest and cause swelling. The worst day I had was 2 or 3 days after the surgery, I think. I forgot to eat and take my pain pills before bed, so I woke up feeling a lot of discomfort. I should have taken the pain pills right away, but I didn't. Instead, we tried to empty my drains, and I felt so nauseated looking at the red fluid that combination of pain and nausea was just too much for me, and I passed out completely. I remember my mom was scared. She thought I was having a seizure. I never forgot my pain pills after that, and the rest of my recovery was pretty tolerable. The hardest thing was not being able to do anything for myself. I couldn't change my shirt unless it was a button down. I couldn't really shower on my own for the first few days, and I couldn't reach higher than my chin to do anything. I also went back to school 10 days after my surgery, which was a little crazy because I wasn't supposed to wear a backpack or carry anything heavier than 10 pounds. Pretty sure my backpack weighed at least that much when I had all my notebooks and textbooks in it, and I carried around to all my classes. I didn't always make the best decisions during my recovery. I probably could have left some things at home and carried less around with me on campus. I definitely shouldn't have picked at my scabs while my nipple grafts were still healing. Some of that original skin pigmentation is gone forever now. I know I definitely should have stayed out of the sun. I also probably should have taken it easier on the exercise. I know if I was better about these things, my scars would probably look different than how they do right now. I try not to tell myself they would look better, just different, because there's nothing wrong with how my scars look now. They're a part of me. The scars are my reality, and I'm okay with that, no matter how they look. More importantly, I feel incredible. Now, to be transparent, surgery didn't fix all my problems and magically make me fall in love with my body and cure my depression. It doesn't work that way. But what it did do was take me out of a dark place that I had been in for years, probably since puberty. It was so hard to live with my chest the way it was before surgery. I would bind almost every single day for anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. My lungs were constantly under pressure. I was always too hot, and these binders are usually made out of tight spandex, so the shoulder straps were constantly digging into my shoulder muscles. I was in pain every day, and even when I was binding, I still felt self-conscious about my chest. I had this habit where I would put on a shirt or a jacket or anything that goes over my torso, and I would press on my chest, almost as if I was trying to mold it into shape or make it smaller. I would do it all the time, and sometimes people who didn't know that I'm trans would ask if I was okay or was I in pain or something, because I guess I was visibly uncomfortable with myself when I would do it. I'm so thankful that I was able to get my surgery. I'm thankful for it every day. My clothes fit me the way I imagine they should. My posture is slowly getting better because I'm not rolling my shoulders forward to hide my chest all the time. I can exercise without worrying about people staring at the guy with boobs on the treadmill because now I don't have to wear sports bras. I actually went running outside shirtless this summer for the first time. It felt pretty awesome. Oh, and one of the best feelings ever, swimming. I hadn't been able to go swimming comfortably in I don't even know how long. I still have yet to go to the beach, but it's on my list. I try to remind myself of how thankful I am for this experience when things happen in life that I don't think I can handle. Because looking back on it, I'm amazed at myself. I wasn't scared, but it was a lot that I put myself through. I did that. I almost can't believe it sometimes. Me who's scared of needles, blood, and doctor's offices. Me who still passes out when I get blood drawn, I did that because I wanted to, because I knew it was the best thing for me. I could handle it. Trans people, we're resilient as hell. Sometimes we have to be. Life gives us a lot, if I'm being quite honest. And I know I'm lucky and privileged. I have a job, a roof over my head, family who accepts me, health insurance, even if it is kind of useless sometimes. And I've been able to take big steps like this in my transition to feel more me. Some people are not so fortunate. A lot of trans people are fighting for survival every day, fighting to just exist. So yeah, this experience meant a lot to me. And I just want to say I'm so, so, so very thankful. Thanks for listening.